Hi, darlings. Happy Sunday. I just wanted to check in really fast and make sure that everybody was clear on what we needed to get done for last week. So I have us here on Google Classroom. It's period 1, but it should be the same for all of our classes. So on Wednesday, we should have started our Cornell notes for the Guptas. The copy of the paper is right here. And you guys can see that I chunked it out for you in advance with our essential question right here. So at this point though, we should have taken our bullet point notes here. Maybe you use more of a traditional outline. We're kind of getting more independence in that, right? 18 all the way down. And then we should have on the next day gone back and added in some of our questions. Now remember, with our Cornell notes, these aren't supposed to be like big life questions like, what was the Gupta's philosophy around, I don't know, something really crazy like the meaning of life. We may not have information for that. What we're doing here in this questions piece is we're kind of like playing teacher. So on this bullet point piece here, we should have some notes here, and then I have a question that actually mirrors that. So if I said in the introduction that the Gupta Empire, it talked about like what a golden age was and kind of explained that how that's a time of peace, and so people can actually like flourish and have time to invent or learn about new things. They're not just focused on pure survival. Then right over here in my questions, I would write something exactly like that. What is a golden age? How does a golden age happen? What circumstances have to be in place for that? Okay. So I want to remind you guys, I also did attach all of the chapters here for you. And again, they are in I'll show you guys the classwork section in case you've forgotten. Ancient India textbook chapters. They've been here since the beginning. And they're all just right here as a PDF, including the timeline, which is the end of the chapter, and the opening of the chapter as well, okay, which is this part. Okay, so let's go back and make sure. So we did that on Wednesday. On Thursday, we went into our notes. We marked it up. Remember, we're working on showing that evidence in our Cornell notes, okay? And then on Friday, we worked on how to kind of start to summarize our notes and really using them as a study tool. So I'm going to go over this grapes piece here in just a second, but I want to go back to the Cornell note page. Okay, so you guys remember here that at the bottom of every Cornell note page, there is a summary section, okay? So I'm only going to summarize what's on this page of notes in this summary section. Okay, so I should have 1, 2, 3, 4 short summaries written. Okay, and a really good way to go about this is that for each of your questions that you write, right, ideally there's 1 to 2 questions per chunk that I've made. You write the answer to that question down here in the summary, okay? So again, if I had said here, one of my questions was about what is a golden age? I would put down in this page's summary, India experienced a golden age during the Gupta Empire, something like that, right? I'm summarizing, I'm bringing together the main ideas. Okay. Lastly, this week we were doing kind of a culminating activity here with the grapes, and I apologize, I realized I didn't attach a copy of that. I will do that as soon as I'm done making this little video, but I do have it right here. Okay, so this is actually your guys' backside, so let's look at this, the front of the page first. So remember, you guys, these are meant to be like big questions that we're asking about any civilization, okay? So as you're thinking about the Guptas, you're thinking about where is this civilization located? What is the land like? What resources do they have? Because as we've learned about our different civilizations, the answer to these questions are going to be a little bit different, but there are also going to be some similarities. And as we progress as historians and social scientists, we really want to think about those things, okay, and how we can connect our different peoples that we're learning about and understanding their culture, their history, their economy, like all of this together is creating this understanding of social studies. Okay, so a couple people emailed me and asked about like, am I supposed to answer questions? Like, how do I do this? These are meant to guide you. So maybe you answer every single question, but maybe we don't have enough information yet. Like, for example, we definitely should know about their achievements, but we only had a little information about the government and politics of the Guptas. I think that in section 18.2, it talked about the like provinces and the regional governments in that sense. Okay, so over here on our beautiful, see how it looks like a bunch of grapes? In each one, I'd like to see, 1 to 2 sentences of complete ideas and then like a little symbol or image. Remember what I always say, you guys, it's not about you guys being incredible artists when we do symbols or imagery. It's about you guys really showing and creating on an image, deciding on an image that is gonna work for you and help you understand what the Guptas in ancient India's geography was like. What are some, like all the things that they achieved? What do we know about how they organized people? Yada, yada, yada. Okay? So awesome. I want to say, if you guys need me, please feel free to reach out by email. You guys all know how to do that. And I think you can do it through Google Classroom. You can also do it through your Synergy account. So I'm definitely just a click away. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and an awesome rest of your next week. Okay, bye.